previously on keeping up with the Kenyan politics.
And now decided down because he had all the power and the authority of the state and the systems of the state, is now become a dictator.
Former Agriculture CS Mithika Linturi is not a happy man. He has termed President William Ruto a dictator and announcing he is joining the opposition to push for a leadership change. The once believer in the hustler movement now says he is done with Ruto and is not holding back.
It's not fair for anyone to get to office through certain agreements and then just dismisses such agreements and goes scot-free. So when the president took over office and now decided down because he had all the power and the authority of the state and the systems of the state, is now become a dictator.
Let's rewind to where this all started. Back in June 2024, after the Gen Z protests shook the nation, President Ruto sacked Mithika Linturi as Agriculture Cabinet Secretary. Now, Linturi wasn't just any CS. He was a key figure in Ruto's Kenya Kwanza administration, hailing from Meru, a region that delivered big votes for Ruto in 2022. But from April 21st, 2025, Linturi's exit marked the beginning of a bitter fallout. He claims Ruto didn't support him during his tenure and even accused the president of spreading lies about their relationship. Apparently, Ruto told Fox he was in talks with Linturi for a new government role. Linturi says that's a flat-out lie. He even clarified that the last time he spoke to President William Ruto was December 10th, 2024, when he accompanied Meru bishops to a meeting. He wasn't job hunting. Fast forward to April 26, 2025, news breaks out. Linturi has gone full throttle, slamming Ruto as a dictator. Yes, he said the D word. Linturi didn't mince words, accusing Ruto of running the country with an iron fist and betraying the very principles he campaigned on.
We were clear in our mind at no time, and he convinced us. This business of people assuming official offices or on account of bloodshed, on account of blackmail, would come to an end.
This isn't just a personal beef, it's a bold political statement. For Kenyans who've been watching Ruto's moves, from tax hikes to controversial bills, Linturi's words hit a nerve. Is Ruto really a dictator? Or is Linturi just bitter about his sacking? But Linturi isn't just throwing shade, he's making moves. Reports indicate that he's cut ties with Ruto's United Democratic Alliance and is now scouting for opposition partners. He's talking to big names like former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, ex-CS Fred Matiang'i, and Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka.
I've never been out of politics. I cannot just sit out there when people expect me to give them direction. So I said, time has come, I must join the other willing or talk to other willing Kenyans who are really willing to liberate this country from this administration, because nothing appears to really be working as much. So that is why I said, after all, the friends I have, having been in politics for a long time, and all the other people I've worked with them, whether it's Raila Odinga, we were in the same parliament. Kalonzo, we were in the same parliament when he was vice president. Martha Karua, we were in the same parliament. Those are the Eugene Wamalwa, we were in the same parliament. So we have an history in this country and for a long time. So that's why I said.
Linturi says he's aiming for a 2002 moment in the 2027 elections. For those who don't know, 2002 was when the opposition united under Mwai Kibaki to oust KANU after decades in power. Linturi's words, "I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees." That's a man who's ready to fight. But can he really pull off a 2002 repeat? Or is this just political noise?
I will now get out and tell the people of Meru and the country, time has come when people of like mind, people who are not afraid of being taken to court on trumped-up charges, people who have at least lived their lives, and people who now can only work towards bequeathing the young generation of the Gen Zs a better Kenya to live, a better Kenya for them to work, a better Kenya to earn their living. Because the philosophy of the story that was here Kasim Fukoroni does not appear to be yielding.
Now let's talk about Linturi's time as agriculture CS that was so rocky.
Tonight we begin with the fertilizer scandal.
Back in 2024, the fake fertilizer scandal rocked the nation. Farmers were up in arms over counterfeit fertilizer being distributed through government depots. Linturi was in the hot seat, with the Senate summoning him to explain. News reports indicated that from April 4th, 2024, the government was trying to defend him, claiming farmers in 45 counties got legit fertilizer. But the damage was done. Linturi's reputation took a hit. A 2023 revelation also called him out for inefficiencies in the subsidized fertilizer program, saying he didn't engage enough with farmers. For a country where agriculture is the backbone, that's a big deal. No wonder Linturi feels Ruto threw him under the bus. Linturi's beef with Ruto isn't just about his sacking, it is ideological. Reports highlights that Linturi accused Ruto of breaking key promises. One big one, Ruto vowed not to weaken the opposition, but Linturi says he's done exactly that. For Kenyans who voted for Ruto, hoping for a new dawn, this stings, especially the handshake with Raila Odinga.
The Constitution provides for a winner and a loser in any election. And because there is space for a loser to lead the opposition, then he had convinced us that when we win, we will form government, and those that will lose will become the opposition. So we also agreed that the manner in which the handshake was done was not consultative that time, and we also thought that was not fair for anyone to get to office through certain agreements and then just dismisses such agreements and goes scot-free. So when the president took over office and now decided down because he had all the power and the authority of the state and the systems of the state, he's now become a dictator. Right? He cannot be told, he cannot consult, and he can now just take that position and use it really to sit on everyone. And that is why you realize even without proper or formal consultations, he decided that he can join hands with Tinga again, a Tinga that he had vilified for years. And I want to remind him that, whatever he used to say, Tinga was a mganga and ni mchawi, ni kitendawili, this will come to haunt him.
Linturi's defection to the opposition isn't just personal. It is a signal to others in Kenya Kwanza who might be feeling the same way. Could this spark a bigger rebellion against Ruto? Well, we'll have to wait and see. So what's next? Linturi insists the people of Meru still believe in his leadership and is not begging Ruto for a job. He's doubling down on his opposition stance, and with 2027 on the horizon, this could shake things up. Will Linturi's alliance with Gachagua, Matiang'i and Musyoka gain any traction? Will Ruto face more defections? And most importantly, What do you think? Can the opposition pull off another 2002, or is Ruto's grip too tight? Kenyan politics is heating up, and we'll be here no matter what to cover every twist and turn. Drop your thoughts. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.